Greetings. I have a little special video for you guys. I know I haven't created a cooking video in a while, but I was preparing to make this dish to go with some crispy fried whole fish. And I was like, I can quickly show these guys how I do this because I know other people have had this and they asked me, for the recipe. I don't have a written recipe or anything. It's something I just kind of put together. But these are what I call my snappin' loaded grits. So in the pot, I have some salted water, jalapeno pepper, orange and yellow bell pepper, and onion. So with the water, of course, and some butter, and real butter, which is going to come to a boil. And then to that, we're going to add our other ingredients. They're pretty much getting close to a boil, so I'm going to add some garlic powder. It is better to add garlic powder so that you don't get just a big, not big or little chunk of garlic. If you like it minced, mince it, add it to it as well. But it does change the consistency just a little bit. So I like to use the granulated garlic in this. Stir that around a little. Leave it and let it come to a boil. We have a nice rolling boil, so now we will add our grits. I do eyeball my grits, but you can measure them out perfectly if you want to. And here we're putting approximately 1 cup of grits. You can see it, and you do need to stir this so that it doesn't stick to the bottom of your pot. Stir it until it sort of feels like it's thickening up a little bit, and then you will turn this down and let it simmer. I'm going to turn this down a bit, and turning it down half the amount of heat. And if you need to, you can turn it down a little bit further than that. So I turned the heat down even more on these. And now I've turned the heat off, and I'm just going to let these sit here just for a moment, like maybe 1 or 2 minutes to calm down. I cut up some pepper jack cheese. You could use any cheese you want, but if you want these snappin' loaded grits, pepper jack is your friend. So if you can't stand the heat, you don't need to get out of the kitchen, but you have to add some cheddar or something that you actually like. Cheddar works well, as you know, in grits. We like the white sharp cheddar. Some people use that orange stuff. Whatever makes you happy. And then I just sort of, you can see I sat those on there and I let them sit just for a couple of minutes. And now I'm just pushing them into the grits. This is a really good method for getting the cheesiest grits versus just stirring it all around in there all at one time. You want that cheese to get in there and sort of melt from the top of the pot all the way down to the bottom. So here's what I call a real fish bowl. It has my snappin' loaded grits, some porgies that were whole, crispy fried. And of course these grits are loaded with cheese. They have all the peppers I told you about that are in here, which is partial. Look how cheesy that is. It makes them snappy. But also that pepper jack adds some extra flavor. I garnish with a little bit of the veg on top. You can garnish by adding more cheese. Come on, cheese. You can add more cheese. You can add more veg. You can add more butter. I prefer just to add a little more veg. That is really yummy, tasty. Not the lowest calorie dish because it does have butter in it, and it obviously has plenty of cheese in it. but you can adjust that. And I'm someone who's not the largest grit lover, but I love these grits. They're really tasty. I hope you guys try them. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. What are your variations on grits? Do you like them sweet or do you like them savory?